play, and then this time, better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. The 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check, check, go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco and Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Here's the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rebel, 18 Rebel.
They're going to look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete outright. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over further.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, shot. Mustang 19. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Bryant has got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He'll look to throw. He has Hyatt over the middle. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as they'll try for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Prescott to throw it.
This one swung out to Vaughn.
Touchdown! Deuce Vaughn from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 10-3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Is there a 4th down rule in the playoffs or not?
Stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They got his man complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
46, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.